And we are scanning Facebook along here in our final 15 minutes of the program here on GHRB Online. So we're going to check and see if there's anybody out there in the chat rooms. We have 7 already in the chat rooms that are on, including Bob Smith. David Baker's on the web. Hi, David. Hope you're listening to the program. Sarah, welcome. William Edmondson, Bill Edmondson, my good friend from Pennsylvania. Mitchell Haskins, Vicki Lynn Jones, John Karasik, all on today. Standing by but not quite on, Michelle Nesbitt, Devontae, my grandson, Joe and Sharon Stoddard, and Hannah Stanfield, all on and standing by today as you're listening to the Gary Russen Program. Glad you could be with me today. Like I said, Hannah, if you're listening, if you happen to come across the Gary Russen Program, I got a band of people praying for your father, okay? Just don't worry about things. We're like I said, Jesus is the one that heals. And remember that. Okay? He's the one that heals. And he will heal your dad. Believe it. Chelsea Clinton joined the NBC for a special correspondence in 2011 and is stepping down from the news network. Wonder if she's going to do like her mother does and run for office. Imagine that. Okay, let's see here. Here's an interesting one. Another giant sinkhole. Again. In Durham this time. Yep, Durham. A sinkhole. Bigger than ever before. This is big. Look at this thing. A picture of it. Man, that's huge. Measuring 115 feet wide. Opened up in the farmland in the county up there. Oh, man, that's big. Get a load of that sinkhole. It's huge, man. Wow. Feet wide, opened up in the farmland in the county of Durham. Know that the wet weather will increase the size of the hole. Earth collapsed and to reveal a 115-foot sinkhole in the county of Durham is deep, and the bottom cannot be seen. Ooh, the gaping void is thought to be a result of rocks and soil rushing into the mine. Workers deep beneath the surface, the hole was 3 times smaller than it was first discovered on Thursday, August 21st. Thursday, August 21st, at Cowshill, in the rural area of Weardale. John Hansby, 71, whose house is just about 260 feet from this sinkhole. Wonder how long his house is going to be there. Wow. Anyway, he said that it keeps growing. He said certainly 20 feet or in either direction is about to fall away, and is becoming the bigger probability as we speak. And they say it's not going to be too long before we're going to lose a lot more land, and we need to really we don't need that torrential downpour. So they've been getting a lot of rain there, I guess, and when you get a lot of rain, I guess that's what results in a sinkhole. That's a big one, folks. Wow. 115 feet wide. Man, that's big. Yeah, I hate to see that one go down. That's probably going to take that house with it. Wow. Another big sinkhole, folks. Oh, boy. Let's see. What other things are going on? Let's see here. Okay. Let's see what other stories come. I think what I'm going to do with that one story about Sean Hannity, I might bring that back on another show. And that one's got to be broadcast again. That's fascinating. Here's another interesting story. It comes out of NPR. California lawmakers pass affirmative consent sexual assault bill. And this is a big one, too. Students of a college campus need affirmative consent before engaging in sexual activity. That's right. Silence or lack of that resistance would not constitute consent. That's a story from NPR. And if you want to see these, all you got to do is log on and be friends with me on Facebook, or just go on your Facebook page, tap in the search engine NPR, or tap in the search engine on your Facebook Fox News, CNN, or any one of my news sources, including End Time Headlines if you want to see that sinkhole picture. All available in all of our sources. Okay? And I like to thank all of my sources, like End Time Headlines, ABC, CNN, Fox, for news contributions to the Gary Russen Program, because I want to give them the proper credit that they deserve for the fabulous news and information they give us day after day after day on their television set and online. Okay, we've got about maybe 9 minutes left of the Gary Russen Program for today here on GJRB Online, and I'm just going to kind of wrap things up here. So I'm going to take this program break, and we'll return with more of the Gary Russen Program right here on GJRB Online. We'll be right back with the conclusion of the Gary Russen Program. Tune in to the best of jazz coming this fall on GJRB Online. If you can't get enough of jazz and you live in the Quad Cities area, tune in to KALA, St. Ambrose University in Davenport, Iowa, at 88.5 on the FM dial. Along with some of that great smooth jazz, you'll hear a lot of great jazz programming and programming in other great music genres like blues, urban, including rap. Also classic R&B and Motown with David Baker on Rewind, Friday nights at 6 p.m. Central. In addition, you get programming in Spanish and some great gospel programming too. For more information on that great programming you'll hear, check out their schedule at www.sau.edu/KALA. Even if you don't live in the Quad Cities area, you can enjoy KALA anywhere in the world with their internet stream. Connect with KALA. Listen and enjoy. If you are a new Christian, country, bluegrass, or jazz artist and would like your music to be played on GJRB's up-and-coming show, now's the time. Just send me an email containing an MP3 of your music, along with information of your band or solo artist, including the city and state and origin and bio to up-and-coming at my email address, GaryJ65@yahoo.com. Also include the name of the song or album in your email. SoundCloud listeners, this also goes for you. If you subscribe to GJRB Online in SoundCloud and your songs are on there, I would like to play them for you. Just give me permission at the same aforementioned email address and say, Gary Russen, play my song. Then listen to Up and Coming with different shows in each genre. Program schedules will be available in my new Google Plus blog, or log on to www.Spreaker.com on my Gary John Russen public site for up-and-coming schedule information. Recently, we lost Robin Williams, an outstanding comedian who suffered a great deal. Let's make sure that suicides like this won't happen to anyone close to us. If you know anybody who may be depressed and are suffering like Robin Williams did, get them help. Call this number, 1-800-273-8255. That is the number of the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. The call is free and confidential and will be answered by a trained counselor at a local crisis center. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline can help. After 1 year, the wait is over. Now join Pastor Ron Johnston and a panel of men and women to discuss the news and how it lines up with Bible prophecy. In this world of chaos and upheaval, this is the program that puts it all into perspective. How will we survive? God only knows. So trust Him and listen to the last 7 days, Saturdays at 11 a.m. on GJRB Online.
Hi, this is Michael J. Martin, and you're listening to Up and Coming on the Gary Russen Program, GJRB Online.
And Up and Coming will be returning to the airwaves, of course, at the tail end of October. I'll give you details on that coming up. But once again, I would urge you all to put that special prayer out there for my brother-in-law today, as he has been diagnosed with MS. So we're going to put a prayer out for him today here on the Gary Russen Program, here on GJRB Online. And also, coming up on the next edition of the Gary Russen Program, we're going to return our show to the air on a regular weekday. Not this week coming up. It'll be the following week. We're going to try and push in for a Tuesday program. And we'll talk to you about that coming up. I'll give you details on the program schedule. I will post program schedules here on GJRB's site, so that you know when we're going to have a program on the air again, another edition of the Gary Russen Program. I'm going to take a day off tomorrow. Got some production I want to work on. That's the things I want to do. So I'll be doing some of those. But as of that, other than that, that's all it's going to be done. And I will be talking to you about some of the programs I got coming up. Gary Russen Programs, more of those. Way out there, coming back on the air in September. We got a couple of programs I'm going to try and put together and for you, including some really interesting stuff on stories listened to last night. Linda Moulton Howe on Coast to Coast, that really is interesting. Apparently, there are some starfish in the I guess what is it out west? I think it is. They're suffering with a lot of diseases that are making it fall apart. Talk about that. And some very interesting stuff that we're going to talk about, including that UFO story we talked about earlier. So you want to tune in for that program. That's coming up in the next way out there. I'll be working on that one. Also, other programs coming up, including this new program I mentioned earlier called Bible Study. Also, I have another smooth jazz show coming up next Friday afternoon. Another jazz program next Friday afternoon. So you want to tune in for that. That's that's another jazz program. I love doing those jazz shows. So we're going to have another jazz program coming up next Friday, and that is the Smooth Afternoon. We're going to do Smooth Afternoon again, so you want to tune in for that. Okay? And we got that coming up. And a whole lot of other good programs coming your way here on GJRB Online. So you want to tune in for that. Let's see. I'm going to give you all the details on this and other stuff coming up here on GJRB Online, the Gary Russen Program, winding down for this afternoon. I want to thank you all for tuning in to the program, and I hope you have a great weekend. We'll be back on the air for another show coming up, like I said, within about a week or so from now, about a week from this coming Tuesday. So we're going to work on another show for you here on that point. So you'll want to be tuning in for that. That's coming up a week from this coming Tuesday, another Gary Russen Program here on GJRB Online. And a whole lot more. So thanks a lot for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the program. This is it. Thanks a lot for listening. And I hope you enjoyed the Gary J. Russen Program. Freestyle Friday edition. We'll have another one coming up real soon. Next Friday we got Smooth Afternoon. And of course, the following Tuesday we'll do a Gary Russen Program. And if things change, I'll let you know through posting. So watch the GJRB online Spreaker site for show change information. Okay? That's it for me. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I'm Gary J. Russen. Have yourself a great night and a great evening. And fly your flags high and be a proud patriot in America. And always pray for Jesus Christ to remain in the United States of America and keep our hedge of protection strong. I'm Gary J. Russen. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We'll see you again next week. Until then, Have your best night and your best weekend ever. Happy Labor